Okay, so I just did my whole intro and part of the video and then realised I wasn't filming. Love that for me. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am going to be bringing you my hair care routine, my hair care journey, everything about my hair loss, why I lost my hair, what I've done to prevent losing my hair, and just basically all things hair. This is a very requested video of mine because of how much hair I'd lost and like all my hair loss journey. If you haven't been a subscriber of mine for a long time, then you might not know that I did actually lose quite a lot of my hair. It started with my eyebrows. My eyebrows completely disappeared. This time last year I had no eyebrows whatsoever. It was a sad time, but they are back, they are bushy, and I've not touched them since because I don't dare, just in case they fall out again. If you are new here, then make sure you do subscribe. The button is just down below. Also, don't forget to turn on the bell notifications to be notified every single time I upload a new video. And without further ado, let's just get on with the video. So I do just want to give a little disclaimer. I am stood up by my window and I've got my cam on autofocus. The lighting keeps changing. It's because the sun keeps going in and out. So I guess we will start with how I lost my hair and like when I obviously first noticed that I lost my hair. So it was December 2017, I think. I actually had a car crash. So originally we thought that this was kind of what sparked my hair loss, just from like the trauma and the stress of things. But like looking back, my eyebrows actually started to fall out a little bit before, and I didn't really realise because they were just gradually falling out. So it was like a progression thing and I didn't really notice it that much. But around December, January time is when like we proper noticed it and it was like more visible. So we kind of just thought, oh, it's probably from my car crash and like the trauma and things like that. I actually dealt with like so much stress. Honestly, like I used to stress about everything like at college, and like now I've left college, I am so much more stress free, and like it just, honestly, it felt like a weight was lifted off my shoulder when I left college. So I believe a lot of it was down to stress. We were gonna go to the doctors and have like blood tests and things done to see if it was maybe alopecia, but I'm such a wuss and I really hate needles, and I really did not want to have my blood tested or anything. So I literally kept leaving it and leaving it and leaving it to see if my hair would grow back, and obviously eventually it has grown back. We're kind of thinking it was more the stress thing. I obviously should have gone and got my blood tested just to make sure, and obviously if it does happen again I definitely will. In the meantime, it doesn't look like it was alopecia. I did actually have like bald patches in my head, but again, that I do think that was just from stress. I don't think it was necessarily alopecia, but obviously if I start to lose the hair again, I'm definitely going to go to the doctors. And I do recommend, if this happens to any of you guys, go to the doctors straight away. I'm just such a pussy and I will never go to the doctors for anything. I just don't like it. So then in February I started taking like progression pictures to see when my eyebrows were starting to grow back. So obviously when I was taking these pictures it was February, and obviously my eyebrow hairs had been falling out before that. So around February time they started actually getting a little bit better, and as you can just see, there's just so many sparse areas. There's literally hardly any hairs there. I was like putting Vaseline on them all the time, trying to help them grow, putting coconut oil on. I was like massaging the area, you know, just trying to like stimulate hair growth. I was like trying to do everything, and then I actually started taking a supplement which is called biotin. You can get this from Holland & Barrett. I don't know if it worked, I honestly cannot tell you, but I took that for a good like 6 months, and obviously I did notice my hair was growing back, but I don't know if that was just like natural hair growth or if it was like increased because of the like the biotin that I was taking. My hair doesn't grow very fast as it is, so I honestly really don't know. But when I had started to notice that my actual hair had fallen out was when there was one day Sophie plaited my hair and we noticed a bald patch like at the back of my head, because I was having 2 French braids and then I just had this massive bald patch on the back of my head. I don't know if I've got the photo of it. And then that's when I was like, oh my god, and like you felt it and it was literally smooth as a baby's bum. And then I started to look back on old pictures. Now as you can see here, I have this clump of like baby hairs. Now don't get me wrong, everyone has baby hairs. I have baby hairs at this side, which aren't as bad. I did actually go bald on this side as well, but this side was completely bald. bald, all of this hair had completely disappeared. I didn't realise this until obviously we noticed the bald patch in my head, because then that obviously made me realise I was going bald in some places. So then I was like looking at my hair and I was like, wait, I actually am bald here, like I don't have any hair. And because obviously it happened over time, I just kind of got used to it and I hadn't really realised that I'd lost the hair there. But then I look back on old pictures and there's a picture of me in May where I had my hair tied up and this whole section here is just completely bald. Now obviously at the time I didn't notice it and I didn't realise, so I didn't really feel self-conscious about it. But then looking back, it made me really sad and I was like, why did nobody tell me that I was bald? And like, because I just look back on old photos and I absolutely hate it. And I shouldn't hate it because obviously there's people out there who have it a lot worse than I do. Like mine was just like a little bit, do you know what I mean? And I mean it's grown back a lot now, but if you think May last year this was completely bald and we're in March now of this year, that is how slow my hair grows. Another thing that made me notice my hair was obviously falling out. My hair used to be really thick. I'll insert a picture of my hair when we went to Paris. You can just see how blonde it is, how like thick it is. I had my hair in 2 plaits going round and like tied at the back, and then literally I would tie all my hair together and do like 1 plait and it would be thinner than my hair in 2 plaits when we went to Paris. That was another thing that made me realise like literally how thin my hair had gone. But my hair is so much thicker now. Like I was saying to my mum a few days ago, I was like, my hair is too thick now. Like I just don't know what to do with it. Like it's literally a frizz like when like I dry it or anything. But obviously I can't complain now because I've been literally moaning about it being so thin for ages. That is kind of like my hair loss thing. Like I said, I was just taking biotin, that was kind of helping. I was trying to like not straighten and like curl my hair as much, just leaving it. I was trying not to put it up as much either because obviously sometimes that pulls your hair and can pull it out at the roots. I was just trying to like whatever I could do to try and keep my hair as healthy as possible, I did. And obviously a lot of it was to do with stress, so I was trying so hard not to stress about my hair, but that stress upon the stress just really wasn't doing me any good. I also asked you guys on Instagram for some questions about my hair, what you guys want to know, like how like I coped with things. So I'm gonna read through some of them now, just in case like I've missed anything. So someone said, did you notice your hair loss contribute to your mental health and how you felt? So I definitely think when it was first happening, it definitely didn't affect me whatsoever because I didn't really notice it. It was actually when my friends, because that was the thing, obviously I had my car crash, already losing hair, and then my friends were the ones who started saying to me, they were like, Jazz, have you overplucked your eyebrows or something, because they're like not there. And that actually really used to upset me because I was like, no, these are just my eyebrows. Like my eyebrows have always been like this. And then like I really like properly looked at it and I was like, oh my god, no, like my eyebrows have like disappeared. I was like, where have they gone? So then that's when I started getting really upset by it, and it just kind of made me feel quite self-conscious. I was always feeling like, I hope people like looking at my eyebrows. Are they really like that bad kind of thing? And then I used to get comments on my videos like, where have our eyebrows gone? What have you done to your eyebrows? And obviously that did upset me, but I tried to make it not upset me because it was just something I was going through. And then I did obviously start to mention that I was losing my eyebrow hairs, and then people obviously understood a little bit more. In my birthday vlog from last year, my eyebrows in that are literally just non-existent, and it makes it really sad like looking at it. But then there's people who obviously have it a lot worse than I do. It did affect like my mental health kind of thing, but I tried to make it not affect me as much. Like I still tried to do what I would normally be doing. I still uploaded videos like and things like that. I just tried to stick to like a normal routine and try and not let it get the better of me. Okay, so now moving on to more questions about why my hair is like blonde and why I've dyed it blonde. If you've been a subscriber of mine for a while, you will know that I used to be like blonde. I had my hair dyed blonde before prom and I absolutely loved it. And then obviously I just let my hair grow. Gradually obviously my natural hair is a lot darker, so I just kind of let it grow out. And then obviously my car crash happened and I lost like my hair. So I was trying to stay away from like dyeing my hair and things like that. Now that my hair is like all kind of like grown back and everything, the colour just really wasn't wasn't very nice anymore. Like the bottom ends were like a yellowy blonde, and then like the top was like an ashy brown kind of colour. So I just decided to bite the bullet and get my hair dyed. It was such a risk because obviously I was really scared that I was going to damage my hair even more, and that obviously it was just all going to end up snapping off. So when I had my hair dyed blonde, I actually had full head highlights. I decided to go with full head highlights, so I wasn't bleaching my whole head of hair, but I was still bleaching it enough so that it was a lot lighter. My hair is like kind of like a really ashy, like silvery kind of blonde colour. And then another question is as well, how do I maintain my blonde? What shampoo and conditioner do I use? How do I keep it healthy? So this correlates to my hair care routine. So once a month I will use Olaplex. This is what Olaplex looks like. It just comes in this small bottle here. This super pricey, not gonna lie. This little tub I believe is like £32, but honestly it does miracles. I just apply this all over my head. You're supposed to leave it on for a minimum of 10 minutes, but you can sleep with it overnight, or you know, you can just have it on for as long as you want. The first time I used it, I put it on for half an hour just whilst I was in the bath. I'd like kind of just left it, and then the second time I think I had it on for like 2 hours. This definitely does help. It just makes your hair feel so much more softer, and you basically apply this with damp hair. So you wet your hair, wring it out, apply this, leave it for however long you want, and then you continue with your shampoo and conditioner as normal. So moving on to shampoo and conditioner, the shampoo and conditioner that I use are from Matrix. The first one I have is this one, which is their So Silver Colour Obsessed shampoo. I got this one in a bigger one because it was available in a bigger one. I've never actually tried this before until I obviously had my hair dyed this time. The ones that I normally use, and I did get again, and the Matrix Brass Off collection. Super good, honestly, would recommend this. But I decided to get this one as this was like a So Silver. Kind of works on the same basis. This is a litre bottle, so again quite pricey. I think this was like £17, but then you get one of these which is 300 millilitres, and this is like £10. So that's why I decided to get this in the bigger bottle, because it was available. When this comes out, it is bright purple. You can't actually see in the bottle. I thought you might be able to see, but yeah, so I have that one. But my main one that I would use, and this is the one that I recommend the most, is the Matrix Brass Off. So you can get this in a shampoo and conditioner. This is the shampoo. I don't actually have the conditioner because I have the hair mask, which basically just works as a conditioner, but this is literally vivid blue. I don't know if you can see that colour there on it, but it is literally vivid blue. You apply this and you leave it in for like 3 to 5 minutes and then wash it out, and then obviously you would go in with your conditioner. You can use like normal conditioner, or you can obviously use the Brass Off conditioner, but then I use their hair mask. You're supposed to leave this in for 5 to 10 minutes depending on obviously how like bad your yellow tones are in your hair. I always leave it on for 10 minutes. It does kind of stain my hair a little bit because I do use this like every single wash. Obviously you can definitely switch it up with just like your normal shampoo and conditioner, but these are what I use to maintain my colour and make it more like an ashy blonde and not like yellow. And then when I get out of the shower or the bath, whatever I've done to wash my hair, I like towel dry my hair a bit. Most occasions I will just leave my hair to air dry, but if I do need to like dry my hair, then obviously I will use heat protectant. So the heat protectant I have at the minute is just this volume 5 one. I just literally use any heat protectant spray. No particular one, just whatever one I've got in. Before I use any heat, I also apply the GHD Advanced Split End Therapy like hair, like oil, like mask kind of thing. This is formulated to help protect your split ends and obviously not let them break as easy. And then as well, I also use a Tangle Teezer brush. I don't like to use normal brushes as I find they're really rough on my hair, whereas a Tangle Teezer is specifically designed to obviously untangle your hair. Also, in terms of bubbles, as you can see here, I have just like, you know, one of them, like, what are they called? They're like plastic thingy ones. I've got some in here. They're just like one of these sort of bubbles that are like this, and obviously they stretch, they're like plastic, and these are obviously designed to not pull on your hair as much and give you less headaches. These ones are actually from Hair Burst. So somebody asked, what do you use to stick your baby hairs down? Obviously because I have this here, I'm forever battling with like sticking them down or whatever. A lot of the time I do just leave them, and for ages I literally could not get them to stay up because they weren't the right length, but now they're a little bit longer. If I go like this and I just put a grip gripping, they will stay. But other than that, I will just use hair gel. The hair gel that I actually have is this Volume 5 Mega Hold Styling Gel. Literally just any plain old hair gel, and I'll just use a little bit of that and brush it back, and then sometimes use a toothbrush as well, obviously not one that I use for my teeth. Yes, how often do I wash my hair? So as gross as it sounds, I try to leave my hair as long as I can, because obviously your hair has like natural oils and it needs to get out. And as well, apparently, I mean, I don't know if it's true, but apparently if you leave your hair, it just like washes itself. I've never got to that point. The most I really leave it is like 3 or 4 days. I can go 3 days before I need to wash it, but if I'm not going anywhere, like if I'm just in the house, I will just keep it in a ponytail, keep it up out of my face, and like just leave it. The less amount of times that you wash it, the better for your hair, and obviously then your hair gets used to that routine of not being washed as regularly. So I think that is all of the questions. They were all kind of very much the same, or if not similar. If I didn't answer anything that you guys want to know, then let me know in the comment section down below, and I will try and answer as many of them as possible. If you guys are going through hair loss or anything, please try to stay confident, try and stay positive, get yourself to the doctors. Honestly, I really should have done that, but I didn't, so don't do it me, get yourself to the doctors. But yeah, that is everything for today's video. I really hope you did enjoy it. If you did, as always, remember to get a huge thumbs up down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you very soon with another video. Bye!